Hello, Tarot Tube. So it is a Sunday morning in late March 2024, and I just got this deck in, and I hadn't even looked at it, but then I stumbled on Dark Fae Tarot's walkthrough of this deck, and I thought, well, it's time to get this out and take a look at it. So hi, Dark Fae Tarot, and I'm going to link her video, I don't know, at the end somewhere, so you can take a look at it. So I have to tell you, when this deck came in, first of all, it took a long time to get to me. So when I got this little envelope and then I saw the size of this deck, I thought, what in the world did I order? It was like, since when do I order an oracle deck in a box this small? What have I got here? And then I looked at the creator and I was like, ah, yes, I remember. So I really like this creator very much. As I said before, of course, when I saw this video this morning, I said, well, now I have to look at it. So why don't we just look at it together? And I will sort of put it next to the other deck. You can see how they do or do not pair. So this is a Hay House publication, which is the publishing house that did this one mass market after it was an indie deck. And a very smart decision on their part, I think. I think it's a beautiful deck, and I'm looking forward to seeing what her newest little product is about. So this is the top of the box. It's a nice box, very small, seems to be well constructed. And let's have a quick look at the guidebook. So part of the reason that this was attractive to me is, well, first of all, I like the art, but also I cannot seem to really grok the runes. I've tried to study them a little bit, and just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't work. So I thought maybe cards. All right, so we've got, I don't know why I'm going from the back to the front, but I am. All right, so we've got a full picture spread, 4 cards, ultimate outcome spread, 5 cards, fork in the road. Well, that could be very interesting. I tend to use playing cards when I'm doing readings like this. So, yeah, okay. All right, I'm looking forward to experimenting with these spreads, and not just with this deck. There's our good old past, present, future. All right, casting your rune cards. As you work with your oracle deck, you'll develop a unique relationship with the cards, as well as your own special way of reading them. To get you started, okay. All right, now let's do the conventional thing from the front. So as you can see, a lot of her artistic style and element that we are used to in the Unfolding Path Tarot has been brought over here, which I think is why it appealed to me. And she is equating all the runes with an animal, it seems like. Mirror meat. All right. Combine each symbol with a familiar or animal companion. Okay, so not just an animal, but a familiar. And tying that into the runes meaning. Familiar is not a pet, but a creature that brings its own powers and energies to aid the witch in magic. All right. What are the runes? So here's a little bit of background, a little history, very little bit because it's a little white book. So yeah, if you want to know more about the runes, then you'll have to go someplace else. It's beyond the scope of a little white book, not her bad. All right, so I think I may have messed these cards up. So let's try to ignore the order that they're in. I don't think this is the order it came in. I did drop the cards on the floor. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, so let's just do a quick walkthrough. And what do I have that I could point with so my camera doesn't flip out? I'll use my pencil. So look, we've got some gems, and we've got all these little stars like we're used to with the other deck. And then our rune symbols up at the top. I bet that is a formula that's going to stay. All right. We've got our pentacle here, and we've got our rune, crescent. So we do have some fauna and flora. We've got these ferns and a stump, and over here we had some kind of a leaf. We'll look at the guidebook in a minute because there's not that many cards. this a crab? Yeah, it's a crab coming out of a beautiful shell, and more crystals and the symbol. All right, so these things coming out look consistent. That may not be specific to a card. And yeah, it looks, oh, how pretty. Oh, I have a sweet spot for hares or rabbits. So again, we've got poppies. I can't tell what that is exactly. And another crescent. All right, so we've got lots of crescents here. Those look a little bit like daisies, but it could be a wildflower. Oh, hello. I think it's a meerkat, but I'm not positive. That almost looks like a lotus, but that would not be consistent with a meerkat. Maybe it's fungi, but we've got a full moon on what I think is a meerkat. Oh, a seahorse, lovely. And a lot of movement and energy with this business coming off the seahorse. I was so fascinated with them as a child. Haven't thought about them in a while. All right, and we've got the chrysalis, and I'm gonna go with a moth. Maybe we'll find out. Swan. Oh, let's see, we have no moon in this one? Or that one? Okay, but we're back to a full moon here with our swan. That looks like a water lily, maybe, and cattails. That would make sense for a swan. Well, I think is a magnolia with our hummingbird, and now we're back to a crescent. Scorpion, I believe. Look at all the like electrical kind of energy coming out of the tail. Yeah. Wow, I'm having lots of childhood memories. We had scorpions. I grew up in Texas, and we had scorpions, and I was genuinely frightened of them. I found one under my bed one day. Yeah, that got my attention. Okay. Snake. I wonder what that little bit is. Oh, it's a key. I see it. So the snake is holding a key. Another crescent. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. This squirrel looks so victorious. It's like, I have the acorn. Oh my gosh. I have extremely active squirrels in my neighborhood. I'm not a fan. I mean, their antics are hilarious, but they're so destructive of my garden. I think this is a black panther. Oh, look at this. Look, is that an eclipse maybe? Question mark? I'm going to go with it's probably an eclipse. Well, this is giving hangman vibes. And our crescent is in a different shape. Well, yeah, different shape now. And the crystals look upside down as well with this bat. There's our bees. Gotta have bees. And it's a flower with crystals coming out of it. And what are these little things kind of showering down off of our bee? There's a lot to look at. Okay. Oh, here's our cover, right? Yeah, that's our cover. Our cat with the big ears. Big-eared cat. Oh, and that's a skull. Okay, I just realized that the cat is sitting on a skull. An animal skull, probably a feline skull would be my guess. But that is just a guess. Wait, is this the hummingbird? Well, I know those are iris, I can say that. I'm not sure what this bird is. Other stuff to learn. And then this is some kind of a root, I suppose. Well, the iris root is a medicinal, so that would make sense. And this eagle has got a sword. And look, the crescent's very small on this one. A lot of energy coming out on that one. Here's our bull. And again, we've got crystals coming out of some kind of plant material. The bowl's got a crescent. Gosh, wow, I'm really on my childhood lane here. I just thought of that book, Ferdinand the Bull. I love that book. If you've never read it, go read Ferdinand the Bull. All right, Thursday. It's a very short picture book. Those look like roses with lots of thorns, and we've got a full moon and flames coming up. Whoa, whoa. Well, at first glance, I thought, oh, it's a crow or a raven, but then I thought, well, yeah, but it's gathered up some stuff. Maybe it's like a little magpie or something, but on some kind of a root-ish branch. I would have said a branch, but look, those are like roots. So I don't know. I don't know. I got to admit my ignorance on that one. So much I don't know. And a whale with jellyfish. Lots of little sparklies. No moon on either one of these. I think this is my last one. Yeah. Okay, an owl with books. Owl does have a moon. And this little orb with the fire is interesting. All right, let us take a look at how this little cutie, oh, here's the backs. I didn't talk to you about the backs. So there's the back with a full moon and all the rune signs around it with what I'm thinking of now as, I hope I'm saying her name right, Athene Noctua's signature, like line art. Okay, so let's see what it looks like next to the unfolding path. And like I said, I'm just going to say, why don't you go watch Dark Fae Tarot's video. She does a lovely job talking about this tarot deck. So here's what the backs look like together. And here's what, whoops, here's what they look like together. So a little bit contrasty because of the black background and the white background. We'll just go through a couple so you could see what they look like together. Not mixed up at all. I can't say enough good things about this tarot deck. Like, I wouldn't hesitate to pull out this tarot deck to read for anybody. It's just a great deck. Oh, those two look nice together. Yeah, I like that. I like that. There's that little bird that I don't know what it is. Well, I do think they work well together. You know, the issue is that this is such a small deck. You know, the runes are just, we don't have, well, there aren't 78 runes. These two kind of are fun together too. Okay, I think that squirrel's going to make me laugh every time I see it now. Ooh, knights together. She needs the key to get her out of there. Okay. I am sorry that the focus is kind of going in and out as I handle the cards, but let's see what it looks like if we have cards surrounding. Oh, I just picked up that that was wisteria. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Such a lovely plant. All right. Very springtime. Oh, look. Ta-da. This seems like a very pleasant, happy spread, doesn't it? Okay, why don't I leave it there? I'm going to leave it on that, and let's look up this rune card so we can see something in the guidebook. So, Berkano, I think. Okay, now this could take a minute to find it, right? Because, let's see, does she, yeah, let's spend a little time with our book. Let's see if she has any kind of indexing. All right, not there. Something that would help you so you're not flipping through here. Yes, okay, so here we go. There we go. 36. All right, hang on, I just have to take this out from in front of the camera so I can find it. And then I will put it here. You can pause it and read it for yourself if you like, but I think I'll just read it out loud. In the springtime, fertile and fecund Mama Hare brings forth an abundance of new life. She is the great mother and fiercely protective. The timeless cycles of the earth flow through her, generation after generation. Berkano holds within it the mature female wisdom of our mothers and our grandmothers. Berkano speaks of female fertility and also of the safety and shielded sanctuary of the womb. When this rune appears in a reading, there may be a birth of a child, an idea, or even a new goal. In reverse, this rune is a message of stagnation, infertility, conspiracy, or insecurity. Keywords: birth, sanctuary, fertility, life change, secrets, and magical workings. This is a powerful healing rune with additional emphasis on purification and detoxification, especially in combination with Laguz. Carve it into a slice of ginger to add to an infusion. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so do we have magical workings for all the cards? Oh, yes, we do. All right, it is a small but mighty deck, and I say yes. I'm very happy that I got this, and yeah, so it's a happy surprise. Sorry about that. And here's what it looks like again. And yes, I would give it 2 thumbs up, even though it's brand new. So maybe I'll come back and do another video and tell you how it worked out, especially if I do some magical workings. In the meantime, if you're not familiar with this deck, check out Dark Fae Tarots. Bye-bye. Have a great day and find joy in springtime, which it is right now. Bye-bye.